Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Bill with NotaryCoach.com. This video is the follow-up to last week's MOREcast email. And you know, the MOREcast is where I just kind of project what the week is looking like in my signing business and what I'm anticipating, kind of what the goals are and all that good stuff. So thank you for joining me this morning. Today is April 30th. I'm going to recap last week's MOREcast. The first thing I want to talk about is the signing schedule last week. We saw a little bit of a dip in April, about 60 to 70 signings slower than normal. And there's not necessarily an explanation for that from clients or anything. It's just kind of the way that it went. Some of that has to do with the refinance market, of course, because as interest rates start to rise, we might see a little bit of a lull in refinances. However, that will obviously turn around relatively soon, because one of the key indicators of interest rates going up is that we have a strong economy. And that means in this particular economy, the housing market is very strong. So home values are increasing. So other people will be refinancing soon to take advantage of the cash out or the equity that they might have in there. People refinance for all kinds of reasons. It's not always about lower interest rates, so always keep that in mind. But we have plenty of business rolling into May, June, July, and August, and even September right now, because the summertime is when lots of families move. So you'll find that home builders, home sales, they increase in those summer months like June, July, and August. So as we project into the summer, things are looking really good. It's a great time to be in the business. And yeah, last week we had a lot of our my team out for various medical reasons. So everybody came out okay, but it was a scramble, and I'm so grateful for everybody who was able to step up and participate and be or fill in those spaces that we needed here in the Phoenix area. The book I'm reading right now, again, is called High Performance Habits. I talk about this book a lot, guys, because it's super powerful and practical. It's not one of those like feel-good books where you get motivated after, for a week after you read it. This stuff is intense. I've read it and listened to it multiple times, and I keep going back to it and slowly implementing the strategies in there. And I'll be able to basically adapt this to the signing business eventually. It's a long project, so I don't anticipate it's going to be like anytime soon, but I'm actually integrating the practices into my business, and I'll be able to share those results with you. There's a lot of good stuff in here about maintaining energy throughout the day, especially when you're going back to back on signings, how you can stay energized throughout the day, how you can be more productive during the day. Everything's kind of contained in that book. So if you haven't read it yet, I highly recommend you do, but just know it's not a quick read. It's deep. What I'm loving this week, I know that I couldn't find the exact quote. Oh, no, this is a different one. So reconnecting to my why, guys. When things are going crazy busy, it's really easy to derail, or if things aren't going the way that you expected them to be, you can make all kinds of decisions about what that means inside your head. And you got to allow some space for that, because that's happening to you, but you don't want to necessarily dwell in that emotion. So for me, whenever those things happen, it starts piling on. I can feel it. I become less productive, less motivated. So I gave myself some space, and I wasn't doing my morning routine as regularly as I enjoy, and I did. I gave myself space. I didn't judge that too much, and then I just got right back on the horse, and I'm doing it again. I have been back on the morning routine now, solid, for the last week. So it's been great. I feel wonderful, and I've been super productive. The ideas are flowing, so I absolutely love it. Quotes that speak to me. Again, this is the one I couldn't find exactly, but it basically says, when you're cranky or disappointed, giving to others will help your mood improve. And it seems so basic and obvious, but when I put it into practice, it changed everything again last week with a little random act of kindness, and it helped me reconnect with my passion for random acts of kindness in the first place. About 10 years ago, oh man, maybe it was 15 years ago. I started a little business of just doing random acts of kindness. It didn't actually survive because there's not really a business model to support that as far as revenue goes, but it helped me reconnect with that random act of kindness passion. And I've actually been able to integrate that into the last week as well. And I feel lighter. My mood's way improved over the last week. And then the prime directive for last week was first and foremost, take care of the team. Because we did have a lot of people that were out on medical leave. And like I said, everybody came through just fine. We had a lot of new people to the team that really stepped up and just knocked it out of the park. So I'm very much appreciative of that. And even people who were just out of surgeries were able to step in and take signings for us. So it was pretty amazing to have a team that came together to support us like that. So I really appreciate that. And then we also had a lot of signing emergencies, I guess, and we had to reschedule our mortgage industry checkup with Nina Penny. We've got that rescheduled for May 12th, though. If you're part of the Sign and Thrive course, you are invited to that. If you're not part of the Sign and Thrive course and community, why not? Come join us. We got a lot of great stuff for you, and it's easy to do. Just go to signandthrive.com. And then we've also got some more webinars coming up in the next couple of months that are pretty exciting, kind of outside the box stuff that will help you be a better business person. All right, guys, that is the review for our MOREcast email that went out on April 23rd. Thank you so much for watching and listening. I'll see you soon.